Something serious is happening in 2025 that most people aren't talking about. Countries that once welcomed Indian students, workers, and families with open arms are now shutting their doors. Visa rejections, residency delays, deportations, quiet policy shifts that leave thousands stranded, and no one's warning you. If you're living abroad or dreaming of moving overseas, this video is your wake-up call. Because in this video, we're revealing the 12 countries that are now forcing Indians to return home, whether through direct deportation or silent policies pushing them out. Some of these countries might even surprise you, so stay with me till the end, because what you're about to hear could directly affect you or someone you love. 1. Canada. The dream is slipping away. Canada has always been one of the most preferred destinations for Indian immigrants, known for its multicultural values, accessible education, and welcoming job market. But things have taken a sharp turn in 2025. Stricter immigration rules and reduced intake limits have created bottlenecks across the system. Processing times for permanent residency have nearly doubled. Many Indian students who graduated in Canada are finding that work permits are either being delayed or outright rejected. New policies cap international student intake, and preference is being given to French-speaking immigrants or those from select nations. To make matters worse, housing shortages and a rising cost of living have led to public pressure on the government to reduce immigration, and Indian applicants are among the hardest hit. Number 2. United Kingdom. Post-Brexit reality bites. The UK is no longer the easy pathway it once was. Post-Brexit immigration rules are now in full effect, and in 2025 they've become even tougher. The salary threshold for skilled workers has increased, and even those working in healthcare or IT are being scrutinized. Dependent visas, especially spouses of students or workers, are facing more rejections, and extensions are often denied without clear reasons. Indian students who used to count on the graduate route visa are now facing limitations and difficulty transitioning into skilled worker routes. With local sentiment favoring stricter immigration enforcement, the atmosphere is growing more hostile for Indians trying to settle long-term. 3. Germany. The silent exit. Germany may not be making bold headlines, but behind the scenes, 2025 has brought in bureaucratic barriers that are pushing Indians out quietly. Recognition of Indian degrees has become even more complex and inconsistent, especially in engineering and medical fields. Work visa renewals are being denied for vague reasons, and language requirements are being enforced more aggressively than ever before. Even skilled professionals are being caught in red tape, with some being forced to leave despite having jobs. It's not a loud rejection, but a slow, frustrating pushback that's making life increasingly difficult. Number 4. Australia. From welcome to warning. Australia once had a reputation as one of the most immigrant-friendly countries, but 2025 has revealed a shift in tone, especially toward Indian migrants. Temporary visa holders, especially students, are experiencing tighter restrictions, reduced post-study work rights, and increased surveillance. Many are seeing their visas rejected at renewal stage despite being eligible on paper. PR pathways have also become slower and more competitive, with the government reducing its intake targets. Rising cost of living and housing shortages have sparked local protests, pushing politicians to tighten immigration even further. For many Indians who came to Australia for a better life, the dream is fading. 5. United States, the land of uncertainty. America remains a top choice for Indian talent, but in 2025, it's also become one of the riskiest. H-1B visa renewals are being delayed, and backlogs for green cards, especially for Indians, are now stretching beyond a decade. The system is overburdened and increasingly unfriendly. Add to that the political instability during the election season, and you have a recipe for fear. Even those with legal status are facing random audits, deportation threats, and loss of employment due to visa technicalities. For Indian families who've spent years building a life in the U.S., the uncertainty is emotionally and financially exhausting. Hey, real quick. If you've made it this far, you clearly care about what's going on. So take a second to hit that like button and subscribe if you want more no-nonsense updates that matter to you. Trust me, it helps us bring this information to more people who need to hear it. Let's keep going. 6. Singapore, shrinking space for foreigners. In 2025, Singapore is becoming more selective than ever. New salary benchmarks under the Employment Pass framework are pricing out mid-level Indian professionals. With a push to hire locals first, companies are reluctant to sponsor foreigners unless they bring highly specialized skills. The result? Indian workers are either laid off or not renewed. The student visa space is also shrinking, and many Indians are being denied extensions even after completing their education. Singapore may not say it openly, but the shift is clear. Fewer foreign workers and more pressure to leave. Number 7. United Arab Emirates. The Gulf is getting tough. The UAE has long been a second home to millions of Indians, but 2025 is a wake-up call. With Emiratization in full force, more jobs are being reserved for locals. This shift has led to mass layoffs, especially in sectors like construction, retail, and admin. Once laid off, many Indians are given very little time to find a new job or face automatic deportation. There's also less tolerance for visa overstays and documentation issues. Even minor errors can lead to detention or blacklisting. 8. Qatar, kafala system, cracking down. Qatar made global headlines with its labor reforms, but in 2025, enforcement has tightened in ways that hurt Indian workers. Under the kafala system, employers still hold significant power. Many Indians who've overstayed or changed jobs without approval are being detained or deported. The construction slowdown after the World Cup has reduced demand for labor, and Indians are bearing the brunt. Crackdowns on work permits and aggressive immigration raids have caused panic in the Indian expat community. 9. New Zealand. The quiet gatekeeper, New Zealand, still appears calm on the surface, but immigration changes in 2025 are deeply affecting Indians. The government is prioritizing migrants who have high-paying, in-demand roles and cutting down student visas and low-skilled work routes. Many Indians in hospitality and IT are being denied extensions or told to leave. Family reunification cases are facing unexplained delays, with some applications stuck for years. The message is subtle but clear: fewer migrants, stricter rules, and limited options for Indians. 10. Italy. The clampdown begins. Italy was once an overlooked haven for Indian workers, especially in agriculture and caregiving, but 2025 has seen a shift. Amid rising unemployment and political pressure, Italy has started cracking down on undocumented workers and tightening requirements for residency renewal. Even those with legal permits are being subject to more inspections and compliance checks. The fear of sudden deportation is growing, and support systems for migrants are deteriorating fast.